So before making this video, I was looking through my old Wattpad account, and it concluded some weird fanfiction that I wrote about some video games and TV shows that I liked back then. Fortunately, however, I improved in writing, and I actually know how to use grammar now. But then there's Christian Chandler. Hey guys, it's Himiko from the Sprite Edit Club, and welcome to my first ever video on this channel. Today we're looking at the case of Christian Weston Chandler. Christian Chandler, more well known as Chris Chan, is a 38-year-old man who is the creator of an infamous fan comic called Sonichu, and likes hanging out at a building called the Game Place. He was first mentioned on the internet on somethingawful.com in a forum that was making fun of the disabled, when a person spoke up and said that there is this guy leaving business cards around the school library looking for a quote-unquote boyfriend-free girl. Attached to the message was Chris's own website that he made for the Sonichu franchise, and just look at this. This looks like something that I made in MS Paint when I was still learning how to do drawing digitally. The Sonichu comics were also really strange and hard to understand, featuring confusing sentences and low drawing ability. And most of the characters were just people Chris knew in real life. Like Mary Lee Welsh, the main antagonist of the Sonichu comics, is based off of a woman with the same name that worked in a community college that Chris went to. In that college, Chris kept up posters all around the campus trying to find a boyfriend-free girl and refused to take them down. While Mary tried to talk him down in her office, this only made things worse, and Chris sent a threatening drawing to Mary and was banned from the college she went to and had to take anger management classes. So yeah, you probably shouldn't and to make people be one of the bad guys in your fictional story. Because, I don't know, that's a pretty trashy move. And now, you might be wondering, Himiko, this man has autism. Therefore, we cannot think bad about him since he has a mental disorder. But honestly, whether if he had a mental disorder or not, he would still be a bad person. Anyways, what Chris likes to call his love quest for a boyfriend-free girl was not just in real life. On his MySpace page, he set up characteristics that he would want in a girl. Those characteristics being white, under 230 pounds, defaulted language English, boyfriend-free, and etc. He also set up characteristics he didn't want in a girl, featuring smokers, current/previous mothers, real ugly women, because it's not like the personality matters or anything, currently over 230 pounds, the low functionally mentally handicapped, the seriously deformed, physically deformed, and autistic, high functionally or otherwise, although myself, I am high functionally autistic, but that's besides the point. So, you're telling me that you are autistic yourself, but you won't accept a partner that has the same disorder? That sounds pretty weird, man. That's like me saying that I'm a big fan of Samugi Shirogane from Danganronpa, but I don't want my significant other to be one too. Later on, Chris Chan got a page about him on a website called Encyclopedia Dramatica, which is pretty much Wikipedia, but it's all about strange crap that goes down on the internet. And Chris Chan realizes this page exists and asks us to take it down or change things in it since they talk bad about him. Since they didn't do anything, since the people that made the page didn't do anything, and Chris decided to edit it himself. However, it was pretty obvious that he wrote it, since in some places he signed his own name and spoke in the first person about him. And then, at this point, things just started getting worse from here. People started to harass him in strange ways. Like one person pretending to be Chris and impersonate him, and the real Chris Chan gave away personal information, like his phone number and home address, just to prove that he is the real one. Some people also pretended to be a girl that was interested in Chris, and sent each other letters to get more weird information on Chris. Including one time where one of them was able to convince Chris to give him his Sonichu necklace and then destroyed it. Also, remember me vaguely mentioning the game place? Well, Chris is no longer available to go there since he screamed at a child there. Chris's house was also a wreck. He still lived with his parents, even though he was an adult, and they were hoarders. Junk was piled all the way in the house and filled the backyard, with a Christmas tree always in the center of the room for a whole year, which is insane. Like, this footage I'm showing you right now is what his house looks like. There is also the bathroom, which had gunk and bacteria on the shower wall. It's absolutely disgusting. Chris kept on falling for every single prank that people were doing to him, and it got so bad that at a certain point, when his father died due to unrelated causes, Chris blamed it on them, and him and his mother assaulted the owner of the game place because they think that he was behind all the attacks on Chris Chan. His mental health was declining even further, and even more junk is getting piled up in his home. The Sonichu comics were also getting slowly darker as all of this was going on. Death is a more common in theme and more gruesome too. Like, for example, at some point in the comic, one of the villains gets their body parts stretched in weird, horrendous ways until their heart explodes, which is just as awful as I'm describing it. Then one day, the news was reported that his house caught on fire due to something being plugged in the first bathroom. And since there was so much junk in the house, it was impossible for the firefighters to get in, so they had to use the windows. Overall, nothing new or interesting has popped out about Chris, even after making a weird boycott about how Sonic's arms are now flesh-toned. There is no longer anything else to mention or talk about him. I hope you liked this video. I am not trying to defend Chris Chan or any of the people who harassed him in any way, shape, or form. I'm just talking about the things that were happening with him. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to become a part of the Sprite Edit Club, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!